Let me share my screen, brother. Share. We give the change the state, boom, pull back, sweep the high. Let me see what's going to happen further. So the thing is, it's already made for market maker buy model. If I am that to enter, this should be the entry, and stop loss should be here. And we get the change the state, pull back, it's going up. The entry should be this. If I'm not enter this, I will enter here. But we are sweeping this high. That's you can clearly see it's say right. We are sweeping the side, not breaking up. But the thing is, it's already a market making model, bro. If you want to join, you can join. But I don't like to join it. If I want to join it, it should be for this change the state. Here I will join it and put the stop at this low. That would be good. Otherwise, I don't want to join it anywhere. I think I should let it sleep. Sleep, let's slip. I should let it slip. Yes, it's for sure it's going to take the high, bro. Because the thing is, drop first leg. Here it's taken, right? Taken low, high rebalance 5 minutes gap. It's rebalance and it's you can clearly see there is no sweep here. It's to take a loose. So manipulating higher, which means invite the immature bias here. Invite the immature bias, the market open, boom, pump up, breakup structure, inversion plus 5 minute inversion plus fair value. Whoever bought here, it just stopped at why it gets stopped out because it's going to make a low set it up a trap for the initial bias, immature bias. Fucking family. Actually, there is one parallel that created right here at this high. Sweet, boom, holding, trade up. Let me see what's happening. But I don't like to trade here, bro. If you want to trade, it should be here. Should be here. This is a good place for me to enter my position for the stop or the low. As soon as we get the break, as soon as we identify, we break this high and we are holding this buy value up. So we pretty much expect the price to reach this highs. Ah, it's very obvious, right? Market open, boom. With the change of state, you got inversion, but it's critical lows. That sucks. That's what happened. Then drops down, sweep that low, then it gives that inversion. With change the state. Not only inversion, but also the change the state of delivery, but also this clean inversion. Now this is the real move. Pull back to the 50%. Is there any inversion here? Yeah. So if you go to 3 minutes, what happened here is just still holding the price. The wick just let the damage, like sweep these lows, but we are still holding the fair value. And pull back to the 50% towards this inefficiency, and it's now it's gone up towards this size. Come on, man. If you want to see it in 5 minutes, that should be obvious. Hold, initial push, manipulation, sweep, change the state of delivery, let the inversion. Now it's use a pullback. Now it's start to use a real move. But I don't know how to engage in this trade. The only thing which I missed, if there is any gap here, I would have entered. If there's a good structure, this is a good structure. You have to change the state of delivery. So I'll give a pullback. So for the range, I should execute my position here or here. That would be good. 9:45. I don't think I'm here at 9:45. I think I'm here at this time, bro. 10, not even 10 o'clock, honestly. It's around 9:52, 9:55. Yeah, around 9:55, somewhere around that. So if we want to plot this out, like last manipulation rate before the change in the state of delivery, where I can expect the draw should be. I could expect the draw should be about this size. And my final target would be, it says here, let me see. I don't like to enter here. Honestly speaking, I don't like to enter here. We got a sweep of this liquidity and we got this inversion plus change the state of validity. So one, two, three. Think about this. One, two, three. It's a perfect entry, brother. Perfect entry. And let it slip. So we got that inversion. We break the third candle high when we also give the change the state of delivery. Then give the pullback towards which part? Or is saying for the 50% level. So this is where we start to enter, like pullback, start to enter. There is no structure probably. Technically speaking, there is no proper uh like honestly speaking, there is no proper structure for me. Like if there is no fair value gap here, there is no inversion, there is nothing for me to honestly engage in the market, but there is a model already present. Like break, pull back to the 50 percentage. We got these inversions. So if you see this inversion or this inversion, whatever it is, it's not tap this, but it's staying inside this inversion. So once it reaches the 50 percentage level, like for this, change the state of the DD, once the price, yeah, we will target this, brother. So let it slip, let it slip, let it slip. 100. So can just do this, like this. So, so I can give 50% or what? So it stays 25. Come on, man. It's not about this. It's about this. This is the whole game, right? So this is the low, this is the break, this is the whole swing. If you measure the whole swing, price you pull back at exactly at the 50% level. So as soon as we get this candle, we enter. We wait for some one bullish candle like this. It drops down. You can clearly see there is nothing here. Like just for this break, it's just a pullback. There is nothing here. For sure, before this take this low, it will take this high. It's sure. It's damn sure. It's fucking damn sure. Because there is nothing. There is no way for the price to come slow. It might print an whatever it will do, but it will not go straight, right? We got that this much inversions, one and two inversion, we got the changes to it. And pull back to that 50% level, like to the spot. And it's a nice reaction. Start bottom. So we should enter here, put the stop not here, at least here, at least here. Stop should comes all the way down to hit this spot. So if I'm entering here, my stop should come all the way down to this spot. I would put here, that would be good, but I want to put here 73 points. And as soon as it's break this high, as soon as this fair value gaps start to hold, like as I said, like as soon as I identify, come on, dude. As soon as I identify it's a sweep, not a good signal, but this fair value gap holding. Now we got the break, and this fair value remain unfilled. It's keep on going higher. As soon as we get this move, we should break even the trade. So now we are break even, and we're expecting the price to reach this high. And from my entry point, if I'm not wrong, if I'm enter here, the stop loss will be here. As far as it break this high, I will move my stop loss to this part. I will break even the rate. So technically, it gives 100 points, which is basically like 1 is to 1. Because my risk is 70 points and it gives 114, which is basically 1 is to 1.5, something like that. So so obviously, whether that is like if there is any gaps here, if there is any inversion, something like that, I will enter. But the model is already printed right here. It's start to inverted all these fair value gaps. It gives a change the state of delivery. It gives nice pullback with that. For the range, we are entering here with the with the concept. With the concept, there is no clean entry model here. We are married to the concept. We are already take that. We are at 75 DRT for the whole range. We will take the first leg and we are rebalancing that last fair value gap and we are engineering the liquidity, market open manipulating on that, then it drops lower, sweep all those liquidity. And if you see the high time frame, the 3 minutes fair value still holds. So it just drops down and sweep this equals and let's give some inversion. This is a good model, or else one surprising balance this part, right? This is a good model. And we put the stop at the slope. As soon as we get the bullish channel we entered, and yeah, there is no channel breach this low, like it's just keep on going higher and higher and higher. But the stop loss would not be like here. I cannot put what's the point of putting stop loss here? Yeah, it's a tight stop loss, but what doesn't make any sense to me, brother. I want to put a valid stop loss. Let me see, is there any fair value update in other time frame? Honestly, no. No, there is no fair value gap. It just go all the way up. I think it's not sweep the high. It just drops down. Let me see what's going to happen now. Okay, goes up. Great. This is how change the shade last to the auto standard. These are changing the state of delivery. Next candle boom pump up. 10 o'clock. First 15 minutes. The 10 o'clock first 15 minutes. Got it. So let me see. I don't think anything is so clear right now. It's already a model. I missed it. Honestly, I missed it here, or else I missed it here. So these two things I should do enter. One either here and put the stop at the spot, or else I should enter here. Like for this pullback, I should do enter here, put the stop at the top of the slope, and expecting to play out towards this high. If I'm just let it run, for sure it will take the target slope because cells are taken, we have the clean target, and we have the big inefficiency up there, like a big flush, right? The probability of it's going to that spot is very high. If I'm just sit on my hands and watch it, pretty good. Yeah, like we're good. We are good. So we are dropping down to this break plus this fair value again. Let me see what's going to happen. This fellow hold, no, this fellow just walk away. It's an inversion, brother. Yeah, inversion or what? So this is the swing, like for this 50% pullback, this is a good swing. You break this high, displaced, now it's dropped lower, and we got this gap, right? I'm just saying that what happened inside this gap, whether it's holes, it just ran through. If it's giving any sort of confluence for me, then it will be all right. But I don't think price come all the way down to sweep this low. It's not gonna be the case, at least for me for this swing. We are at equilibrium level. One, two, three candles. Good push. Good this not of this line. Would I enter here and put the stop at this spot? That would be optimal or not. For this range, we are pulling back to 50% level and we still not give the change state for me. Just wait and see. There is no point of oh, there's something more. That's it. Because the change in state, pull back to 50%, then we take and displace the high. And pull back to this spot, which is breaker, to the yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. What's the risk here? What's the risk parameter here? The parameter here. Maybe 55 points. Is there any chance I would wait for the wait? I can enter here. Tribute model way of the entry. It's signal. It's signal, right? The thing is, for this range, price drops down to this break. Okay. It's aligned with this fair value, and you can clearly see it's holding. In the last two, three, it's breakable. So I could you enter, but I don't want to enter. Why I don't want to enter? Because I never tried this. But let me assume if I'm entering here, like for this change the state, and put my stop should be here, right here, and expecting this is my target. And basically 1 to 3.2. That's awesome. Let me see. So my break-even point would be if it break the silent period of fair value gap, I will probably go break even. For this I will break even. That's my whole plan, right? So low, high, low break displacement, drop down to the 50% level. We are having this break this in fair value gap. So we are holding the fair value gap yes, and we are trade back higher and we are like breaking this high and let me see. If it is obvious, if there is any sort of inversion here, or if it's print a market buy order like sweep the lower more time, then just give the structure shift, then I will be interested in it. Or else if it's whole, if it's inverted some sort of candle, then I will be invert like if there is an inversion or there is any change the state, I'll be interested. But the only change the state for me is this break and this pullback is holding. The only change the state for me is this. So I don't know. I never tried this kind of entry, so I'm just seeing like, okay, fine. My target is this. I expecting the price to target go at least this spot, and we already moved to the certain extent. Break, pull back 20%, and it's moved to the certain extent. I cannot cherish this entry by just watching this whether it is works or not. Because the only thing which you have here is this breaker. It's a fair value gap, and it's holding, and you can clearly see the break and pull back, and it's going up. So it makes sense to me, but I don't want to enter. I don't want to engage in this execution. I just want wait. Wait in the sense this is something I never execute. So if I'm start considering this kind of candle as a change the state of delivery, I might get deviated from my path. I don't want to be like that. I just always want to do like proper change the state. Let me see whether it's break the high or just sweep the high. My entry would be here, but yeah. here or here should be my entry. Pull back, break, displacement, pull back to the 50% level. So break here. So this is height that's got break. The fair value gap that's created here. Beautifully holding. There is no flip. Trade up, pull back, trade up. The last one, two, three candle here it's break and pull back. Like this high. Let me see this node is protected or not. That's the worst signature, brother. If you want to see continuation, it should break. It shouldn't be like sweep like that. It should break and displace and create a fair value gap then and then only you are safe. Otherwise you are not safe. I will enter this trade if this trade gives some models everything like low, high, low, sweep and give the inversion change it then it will be alright. And if it drops lower like that or else it's just inverted the fair value gap and created a fair value gap. These are the things will make this thing more solid. Yet I don't find anything like that. Like just goes up, drop down, goes up. I don't like it. So if you're seeing it, if you're seeing from this perspective, it just goes up, drops lower to this fair value gap. But you're sweeping the side. That's something we don't like to see it. What's happened here? And the thing is, in futures, I'm trying to read each and every candle. That's something so bad. This is my entry, brother. This should be my entry. Change the state. We got the change the state. We got the pullback. So we are expecting the trade to reach our target, which is a clean buy side. There is no doubt about it. So here you should enter, or else the pullback you should enter here and to the stop at the low. As soon as it break the high, we are breaking on the trade and we are like pulling back and it's keep on going higher. So there is no point for me to what I'm saying. Okay. So there's no point for me to join here. I don't like to join here. No, that's it. I want to join here or here. This is where I missed actually. Genuinely, when I open the chart, it was right here. How the fuck I can take that entry right away? I don't have that mental capacity, so I just don't take it. But actually, it's sweep the low, it's inversion, gain the straight pullback. You should do enter and put the stop at the low. If it is bit clear, I will do it, but I didn't. So it's kind of protect each and every low has been protected so far. There is no sweep, internal sweep. If there is any internal sweep, then I might take an entry. If I wait for this to sweep, then it's before this pump higher. It's not happen. That's not happening. It's break and displaced. So if there is any clean model here, I would join here, but it's still it's not like convincing. The only thing which I want to enter here is this thing. This thing. What happened? If we pull back to the break, like this is where it's break the swing high and retest that spot, and we have the fair value gap here, and we get the really nice reaction. And the last three candle has been broken up. The 1, 2, 3 series of down close candle has been broken up. So we are entered here to the stop of this low and expecting the price to reach this target. That's the plan. That's the whole idea. That's the whole plan. Let me see how it's gonna work. If it's not work, I need to see different. So until then, we can see the JBB used to chat side by side. So here we got everything out. We're just watching it. We're just watching it, right? Just let the page reach this part. How it's going to reach, that's the whole question. So this manipulation change the state again. Go and pull back, break, displace, pull back, to the breaker, yeah, pull back to the breaker, the power again, they're holding out, start to push higher. Let me see. I don't know how it's gonna work, but you have to check it out. So I just want to see that. I just want to go to 1 minute time frame. Okay. So unfortunately, I didn't check the data for today. So I'm just seeing the 1 hour chart. So keep on dropping lower, right? Boom, reaching this spot. Okay. These are the levels which we have next. Okay. And as you can clearly see the last gap still holding. You got this inversion to change state. I don't find anything here. That's the problem. That was so close, brother. That was so close. Luckily, we has been taken out. So we are in 15 minutes. Just close this for the moment. Just some noises. Feels like consolidation by interaction. Sheep the high. Inversion trade low on a low. Major liquidity hasn't been taken. I don't find anything so significant in the range. Mhm. So we got the 5 minutes gap right here. By any chance, place if it comes to this part, it will be good to read. We got 1 5 minutes gap right here. If any chance place come to this part and give some sort of model of us taking these loads, that would be awesome, you know? That would be an awesome. Let me see that. Drop flower, take this load, for the range. Mm. It's what going on here already. Nice drop for the yesterday. Boom. Feed some sort of load, take this load. And we didn't take the major liquidity yet. I can plot this. This is a Asian session range. Under session, drops lower, inversion plus change the state of delivery. Session, as well as reach the Asian session, what happened? That was so close, buddy. That was so close. We can trust this thing because we got this 5 valley gap, we got the 15 minutes, 5 minutes 5 valley gap, so we potentially expect this slow to get protected. And we also break and displaced, so I don't think it will give some quick displacement. Yeah, understand what's going on here. No, the thing is, the reason why I'm not willing to enter here is I don't know exactly what's going to happen here. So inside this thing, so should I trust this? I entered here. I'm expecting this draw. Here, this is more valid. This is where the origination of the trend is. This is where it started. If I miss this, I will take. It's not holding, right? There is no point of entering here, brother. You should wait then. Right? Yeah, it's inverted. All this gap will get a break. It's not going up. It's will give the pullback. This is first entry should be this. After this inversion, after this sweep and inversion, first entry. Second entry should be around here. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to wait for something like that. For this range, it's 50% enter. Stop at this low, expecting the continuation towards upside. And after this, you don't know what's going to happen. It might print a low, print a high, sweep the low, then it go higher. The destination is this. I know that the destination is this for sure, but I don't know how it's going to be like. How it's going to be like. It's so one thing which makes sense to me is for this swing, this is a good break and displacement, nice swing, and you can clearly see the break plus displacement plus the unfilled five value gap. So the probability of this level to hold and pushing higher is higher. Or else there is one more five value but 5 minutes might speed this low, then it go higher is pretty much higher. So those are the two things will happen. Otherwise, it just go all the way up to the target. But the target is this for sure. I'm expecting this is my target, but I don't know where to engage. I'm not getting convinced here. If this candle come on sweep this low, if it gives some inversion here, I will enter. I will jump into the trade. With that said, we already made the change the state. This is a new swing, new change the state, and it's a pullback. It's internal sweep. Might be, could be, if I'm not wrong, could be SMT, could be an SMT, could be a new change the state of delivery. Could this will work? Could this SMT thing will get protected? But these are all the continuation, which means a continuation model. Like, not even continuation. This is the model. So if you're not entering here, we just try to catch along the way. That's it. So the probability of that get induced is higher. I don't want to get induced. That's the reason why I don't want to engage in this trade. The engagement should be here. There's no point of that. At this point, I should break down my trade and I just wait for this liquidity to take. That's the whole idea. And if I want to engage again, this would be the good choice. Honestly, this would be the good choice. Honestly, we can, as soon as it's holding, we can enter the price, enter the trade, put the stop on this low. Makes some sense, but I don't want it. I don't feel confidence or conviction. Yes, this is something it's not for me. This is something it's not for me because it's 50-50. I don't like it. I don't know how it's gonna work. The model is started, I know, but it's how it's going to play out, I don't know. But as soon as it's holding, we can enter. But that's not enough. I know it. That is not enough. So that's the reason I didn't do it. Sweep and if they sweep the high and there is no change in state, there is no displacement movement, nothing. Just rebalance this five value one more time, revisit the five value one more time, and let's break this size. So we got the break and we got a clean break of this level. Let me see what happened here. Nice respect. Beautiful respect, brother. I expect that this candle should ride this punch before it reaches this low. Could be the chance, could be, but I'm not sure. This is where it's like could be an SMT, new break of structure, new fair value. You can clearly see it's beautifully holding. So you can enter here, put a stop with this low and target this. But I don't want to do it, brother. I don't want to do it. So Also, I'm gonna go for a shot here. Getting tapped shot. Stop at this and expecting the this my target. Reason. So this is the whole range. We are pulled back to the 50% level. Nice drop. Again, like nice drop, again pull back. It's print an SMT right there. Print an SMT right there. And we got the inversion plus market mechanism model. So I enter my position here at the tab. I put my entry here. And my stop loss was supposed to be at this heights. And I'm expecting the place to go lower. That you see, because it's already made a SMT, right? It made some SMT. So there is no point for me to wait for something else. This is what I'm waiting for here. Just the liquidity hasn't been taken. Got it? Because the liquidity hasn't been taken yet. So it just goes up to the rebalance at 50% level, drops down, and you wait for the sweep, but it didn't happen. And before it's happened, it just kind of break and displaced. As soon as I identify, like bro. So as soon as I identify what? As soon as I identify this SMT, this inversion plus change we should enter. Could be we can expect some pullback, but I just put that my limit orders here and put the stop loss high, which is 102.28. Let me see. But I want to enter that. No, it should come slower, brother. You can clearly see that. Liquidity speed. You got big inversions, break these lows, and this is just the rebalance for this whole swing. For the whole swing, we rebalance to the 50% level, drops down, and trade back higher. So I wait for this high to take, and what happened next? But it's failed to take. Instead, it's kind of inverted this gap and started displace lower. I was like, holy fuck, what's gonna happen then? I was like, what happens then? So the what I expecting here is it's already taken there, and I dropped down to 3 minutes. We are inverting this candle. I'm dropped down to 1 minute. That's make me very clear. That make me that made me one thing very clear, like SMT, and we got like the last fair value that hold the price. We got this, and this get inverse with displacement with the creation of the fair value. So I entered my limit order here, but it didn't get executed. It's keep on going lower. But at least I should do expect the price to this spot. I don't know how long it's gonna come, but if it's come to that spot, I'll be happy, right? So the entry should supposed to be here. We are SMT, last priority of that holding the price now got ran through with this inversion, with this change, the schedule will be getting tagged. But technically, we should expect this at least. That's okay. Because this, and this would be the liquidity. This is more than this. This is the liquidity, major liquidity that hasn't been taken yet. So I'm targeting that one. So liquidity is free. We got sweep, London session high taken. We got Asian session high. We got a break. Keep on selling lower. Leave that liquidity open. Just take these two lows. Then it's trade back higher. For the range, it's 50% level. What happened then? You give some inversion and then start trade back lower. So this is like boom, trade back lower towards this spot. Like this is where the change state happened, right? So pull back to this spot. So this is where the change in the state happened. This is where the price pull back towards the 50% level. And we are like, this is our change the state. This is very important level, and we can have this fair value about the change the state that will do this inversion. Personal space reach, that's for what happened. The same thing. Personal space reach, that's for what happened. The same thing. Lost fair value that hold the price swept. Change the state with this inversion, and it start to hold. It's hold all the way up to this point. We are expecting this, but it's printed as empty, and it started reverse its direction. Hmm. So for this range, we are pulling back to this level, to the inversion, to the fair value. What do we got? It created a fair value, rebalancing it, sweeping it. We got the break, and we got the inversion plus change the shade of delivery with displacement fair value. So as soon as next candle we set the limit order here. So next candle activated it. We put the stop at this low. Should be this low. What happened here? It's not going up all the way up. It's not going up as per our wish. So whatever we want to see, there are this range we got it, like inversion, change the state, fair value up with the displacement, right? So we entered at this level and put the stop at this low. And what happened with after taking this internal raise, after taking this low, raise drop all the way down. Noting this level, take this low, drop all the way down to that extremely discounted fair value. Let me see whether there is one fair value in 5 minutes. If it comes to this point, that would be awesome, right? Yeah, I don't think it will come. It's still holding. What should I do? It's still holding. Going up, drop down, going up, drop down, down. See, it's still holding. Let's see some sort of internal. Wait. On the time of the stock market. Deal, the different that lost that that low and the amount of so if it can see this 50% from 9 o'clock, like this is what 8:54 can have break, go all the way up to that 50% level. That give that inversion and drop all the way down. There is no structure. You should know that. There is no structure, but this is a proper structure. So discounted fair value right there. This that spot what happened. Low, high, low, swept. You got inversion, changes. Everything has been happened, right? That's what happened. I'm just reading my GBP chart. This 25 DRT, I think so. If I'm not wrong. Yeah, exactly 75 DRT. Coupled with this breaker plus fair value gaps. We got this inversion, like the fair value gap. We got this inversion, change the state plus this parallel we are under here, put the stop at this low. And it gives a pullback all the way down to this level. Brother. It's give the pullback to this. So this is why you need to put the stop at this low. It gives after taking this high, it gives stop loss. Like it gives pullback all the way down to this level. All the way down to this level, then it start displacing, created a gap, respecting, trade all the way up to. We are expecting this high to take, but it's printed as empty here. But when it's reached this spot, it's printed as empty with Euro USD, and it's print a market sell model again. SMT, we got that. What happened? We got that inversion, change the state, inversion one and two inversion. SMT, proper market maker sell model, change the state, inversion, displacement with the fair value gap. Also get tabbed and enter. But I am like, I wait for the 50% level to take, so I enter the position, put the stop at high and expecting one. This engineered, like these are all the engineered liquidity one, two, and three to take. But unfortunately, it didn't get activated, but it's worked really good. Like this. It's boom, try to go up, no. It's it's literally like strip some HL, now let's break the side. Come on, buddy. Consolidate a bit, right? Consolidate a bit. Except where we are going. One more time zone. Hit the high drops lower. This fair value gap still holding the price. You can clearly see that this fair value gap still holding the price. We just swept this low, not this. Just swept this low and it started this place again. Swept this low and it stay about the reversing level. And it started this place. There's the tiny just getting but in 3 minutes I don't find anything, but it's strong bicycle. Strong bicycle. If I want to enter here, I should put my stop here. That's it. That's the case. So there's 1 more minute. It's still blending, right? If you want to enter here, my stop should be here. So you target this. I don't want to enter here, bro. Obviously, this is the target. The only entry should be for me is this. And because of this point, I'm going towards the target. So there is no point of doing something crazy here. So this is what I would like to look for. Is our internal speed. So there is no proper inversion. Internal field. We are noting this tiny candle. We're noting this candle. Yeah. So we are right. We are technically high, low SMT. So we can expect the price technically pull back to 50% level. Let me see. Let me see. I want to see the price here so I can indicate my limit orders. But I don't know what I have to do that. So I like to see price coming this area. I don't like to see any price reach this part. Let me see. My limit order is still here. Let me see. Yeah, this level, yeah, which it's pretty much remain open to this manipulation low, drops low, take this low, this finalize, and this market make it more than it's all. But unfortunately not giving anything.
This is the most important thing is learning how to position size. I've gone back and forth with people about this, but I think when you come and trade, you need to learn how to position size first and foremost for anything. Because yeah, you can have edge, but if you don't position size properly, you just blow out or you're gonna take a big loss unnecessarily. When I started trading, I didn't know how to position size. I just 100 shares, 10 shares, or $100 in, whatever it is. And you get a lot of really random results. But once I learned how to calculate the risk, that changed everything. So for equities, you get your entry point and find your risk point, find the risk per share. So say you enter $1 long, stop loss at 90 cents, 10 cents difference, and then you want to risk $100, divide that by 10 cents, it's 1,000 shares. That formula to me was like gold. This is the most important thing is learning how to position size. I've gone back and forth with people about this, but I think when you come and trade, you need to learn how to position size first and foremost for anything. Because yeah, you can have edge, but if you don't position size properly, you're going to just blow out or you're going to take a big loss unnecessarily. When I started trading, I didn't know how to position size. I just 100 shares, 10 shares, or $100 in, whatever it is. And you get a lot of really random results. But once I learned how to calculate the risk, that changed everything. So for equities, you get your entry point and find your risk point, you find the risk per share. So let's say you enter $1 long, stop loss at 90 cents, 10 cents difference, and then you want to risk $100, divide that by 10 cents, it's 1,000 shares. That formula to me was like gold. This is the most important thing is learning how.
Impact forte.
So
So then this impoverished world. Forbes just made Kraken the best crypto exchange where buying and selling Solana is fast. While other platforms are leaving users waiting for hours, Kraken delivers Solana transactions in seconds. But don't just take our word for it. Buy and sell Solana this whole the way it's meant to be. Back to the 25 DRT. This range, yeah. And like ranging is low, hit higher, try to break this low, just sweep. Try to break this low, just sweep and hit the higher. Again, it's sweep. It doesn't make me feel so good, right? You got a sweep, you got in 3 minutes we got that inversion. Yeah. You got you go up, stop the height, you got that inversion. So we're pushing 5 minutes. And 5 minutes. What's exactly going on there? For this thing, we are for this whole range, we are at 75 DRT. For this whole range, we are at 75 DRT. Yeah. First it, all that. You are getting gaps here, no? But it's a breaker. Sorry. This where it's like hello. And then those 4 hours, so by the time I want to, well, we want to see this to the ceiling out, right? Okay, here goes people eyes are just taken. Fucking hell, bro. Let me see what's going to happen in 3 minutes today. 3 minutes will help me to do what I want. Goes up, speed the high, okay? Goes up, speed the high, drops down, and it drops down. And we are invert. If it's invert this level, we are so good. And we already got that inversion. We go back. We got this inversion. So 1, 2, 3, swept. Goes up, speed goes up, pull back. We got a clean inversion. 1, 2, 3, third continuing swept. We got a clean inversion. It's greater than yeah. That's nice. 3 minutes it's about to get inversed. Where I can get to the top of this level. Though I don't want to do it, but honestly speaking, if it's go hit my target, just hit my target. I don't want it. I don't want it that just. But this is makes some sense. So it sweeps some internal, trade up, pull back. We got this inversion. So we can try this. We can try this. We can try this trade, put the stop at this low, and we can target this. Literally, I'm just waiting. What's happened? What will happen? What's the point, brother? Sweep, we push, pull back. You got this inversion. That's pretty good. I don't get it. I don't get it. What's the point of entering here? I have the target before, okay, fine. What's the point of entering? It is in 3 minutes. If we get this inversion, let's this change the setability, we can enter this. We could enter this. What is it? If we get the change the setability, we should enter this to the start of this level. Could read against or contract. We might target that high. Just if break, we get internal speed, the fish is back. Got this inversion. If you see that it's close about the body, close about this range, the high technology body close about pull back. We got this inversion, nice inversion. Because break the high will break on that way. That's fine. That's what I did. We got the inversion, boom, flat area creator, getting tagged, nice straight. Nice, that's the boom. So we are getting the change in set ability. So the thing is, bro, if it hit the target, let it hit the target.
Sound engager. Go watch it in Breaker 2 now. In the next couple of minutes here. It's I just have to try. Go for it. So I'm in it's basically taking like a 2-minute version. Okay. Oh, it's already like looking better because I'm up right away. Hopefully this like goes up through the screen. Well, we want to see this keep the ceiling out, right? Okay, here those equalizer just taken. Yeah. I'm not even close out that doesn't really strong or close equalize. Oh. Honestly, it's in this list. You guys said together we wanted to, and you have an SAT and come back down again. I don't lose that. Just took a scratch. Break even. Because if it took out that we wanted to, I don't overstay my welcome. Maybe it's gonna now come back down into here. We'll see. Break even. You guys said together we wanted to, and we have an SAT and come back down again. I don't lose that. Just took a scratch on. Break even. Because if it took out that we wanted to, I don't overstay my welcome. Maybe it's gonna now come back down into here. We'll see.
Actually, in that
Yeah, I'm not gonna quickly take a big even.
direction probably
Break even. And on the upside. Sure. Let's see it close above midnight. Open.
Open.
Just took that new line there. That's what I'm talking about. Why is he so slow here? I think that's where it's hard today. There's a lot of wood game.
See,
Certainly it's not pattern follow through.
Some script.
Gilbert Burns humbled Khamzat Chimaev in their UFC fight.
When they was walking, so the guy cut off the cake, sitting down there and too. I remember looking right.
Gilbert was able to land 119 significant strikes and even stunned Khamzat a couple of times. Gilbert was smiling at Khamzat while landing punch after punch. At the end of round 2, he landed his right hand that wobbled Khamzat, but Khamzat was able to survive because of that. Even when Khamzat took him down, he was punching and kicking his back. He was hurting Khamzat with everything. Despite landing more significant strikes, Gilbert didn't get the decision, but he showed that Khamzat is just a human after all. Gilbert Burns really humbled Khamzat.
If you're tired, hardest things in the world to do. The only possible way that I figured out the secret to doing it is I place a trade, then I place a stop, and I leave an open target on it, and then I leave the computer screen. That's the only way I figured out without messing with it in order to take myself out of a profitable trade. Because I don't know about you, but I never get smarter once I'm in a trade. I almost always make a decision. I can't trade. So,
So I thought that 3 minutes will do something. That's the reason why, brother. This is where you enter. This is where your stop loss should be. Got it? Also, so identify like it's just sweep and it's holding. Also, we identify like what we are like holding. We are just here. We get to change the state, but the thing is inversion. But the thing is just manipulating the low and spread the low to just see if the next candle. We could have entered this trade. We could have entered this trade and put the stop this year. Uh, Here you don't need to participate because you don't know how long it's going to consolidate like this, what is going to happen next. After this move, just consolidate so valuable. Boom, 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 boom. It didn't. The thing is, the idea is to get further. This is where I am tempted to enter. Right? She's also entered that. Right? The reason behind that, so new swing, get a break, we got a break, we got a 5 hour gap, hold it. So she moved to 32 minutes and see that 5 hour gap. So as soon as it gets flipped, she want to participate in the trade because because we have the clean target at the high. And as you can clearly see, it's a break and 5 hour gap. It's holding, and it's not only holding but also in with the 2 minutes gap. So we are pretty much in the trade and put the stop at the low and target in this, right? That's what we are planning. But as soon as the 2 minutes not flipping, it's just rejecting there. She's like close the trade. She's not going to think too much because if it's not flipped, then what's the point of holding it? There's no point, right? You just close it and no trades for it. And rest of the day, the stuff the thing, nothing happened, but I just spread ups down, flip, come back actually, no break, no flip, goes up, sweep again, ups down. We got this inversion here. So after this internal sweep, we got the sweep, we got a displacement. Again, sweep and drops lower, no break, no break. And this time it gives some sort of inversion up. This will this pull back, this gives some body closed the boya, give some inversion here and a parallel getting tagged and respecting. So I expecting this is at least got to go towards the target. No, still it's not. Still it's fucking consolidating, but
the only possible way that I have figured out the secret to doing it is I place a trade, then I place a stop, and I leave an open target on it, then I leave the computer screen. That's the only way I figured out without messing with it in order to take myself out of a profitable trade. Because I don't know about you, but I never get smarter once I'm in a trade. I almost always make the worst possible decision I can once I'm in a trade. So best thing for me to do is just leave it alone. One of the hardest things in the world to do. The only hold on.
This is what happens when two professional MMA fighters take 10 amateurs at once. This is what station called Real Extreme Fighting. They weren't lying, but extreme. Just Decision. Dear help me judge this fight. Continue to like it as usually with the PR case. Continue to like it as usually with the PR Here's another tool for you. Another tool in law was conducted on February 600 versus and international student scheme for trade categories. सारे invitations trade categories में employer ने कहा है because employer forms in our nice support doesn't then we must have drawn this for the case.
Oh,
Okay, ready for that? Of course, well, do it. Oh no. Oh, hey, hey, you did a lot of hey, you did a lot of shit to me. I should have just did it. You're right. Well, yeah, you're right. I'll go ahead. You too. Thank you, man. Look good, man. You good, man? So thank you for pulling up, man. Thank you for pulling up. Thank you. Yeah, you ready for that? Of course, well, do it, man. Hey, you did a lot of Hey, you did a lot of shit to me. I should have just did it. You're right.
and बढ़िया टाइप है
Yeah, the only thing that actually. Yeah, you couldn't be. You don't understand. I'm not an NPC. Different. Punch me, I leave. I have to go. What? Just stop. There's someone else. I fall in love with. Crap. 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 Mega crap. Give me $200 for all. That seems somewhere else. What? Man, what is name? Huh? Sorry, Mr. Aziz. There was a disturbance. Another disturbance. What was the disturbance? It's time. Fine. I need this job. Fired. Give me another chance. I believe there's a hero always that keeps us honest, gives us strength, makes us noble, finally allows us to die. I great power comes great responsibility. I'll be my son.
He has all the reasons to be a villain, brother, but still he chose to be a hero, right? That's it, man. The day is cooked. There's no point of anything anymore. It's 11:37 and it's fucking consolidating for a while. The only entry for today is supposed to be here. There is no other thing, like there is no family or nothing. The first entry is supposed to be like after this sweep, we entered here and we're supposed to manage this position first thing. Otherwise, like that's it. Nothing else to talk much about. Only the structure is there. There is no like if there is any fair value gap that created here, we would go for it. Otherwise, if there is any inversion, we would go for it. But there is no obvious. Um, yes, of course, this is just the initial manipulation, and it's just talk with like if anyone try to long here, they get manipulated, like they get induced and just go towards that direction. That is the reason. That is the reason why you are not allowed to trade. Not allowed. You are not supposed to trade during the market open. You should wait for at least the first 15 minutes to pass. So after that, the next 15 minutes just manipulating lower. Like the first, it's manipulating lower sweep, the cycle lows. Then it start to give the real changes to it, real inversions, and it's at least playing out so far. Hopefully, it will take the target in the afternoon session after riding some sort of liquidity. After it might comes down, grabbing this liquidity, holding that 5 minute, and it's going up. Take this high and take this liquidity. That's one plan. Otherwise, it's just sweep the high, and it's because it's for the whole range we are at 75 DRT, we are at the breaker, and could be it just sweep and drops lower and inverted this and drops low. We don't know. We need to see that. So as of now, that's it. No trades for from my side. I just It's just tempting here. This is the tangent because it's a nice break with displacement and it's pulled back to the 50% level to the breakup to the valley gap and it's holding. I was like, okay, should I take the trade? I was like a little bit interested in it, but there is no inversion here. That's the only thing that holds me back. Otherwise, if there is a fair value that's hold and speed, if I find anything like a model, so I couldn't go for it, but I couldn't find anything, so I didn't go for it. So yeah, obviously, yeah, that's pretty much it for the day. So nothing here. Tanja tried here. There is one 2 minutes fair value gap. So she thought it's supposed to flip. It's all it like 50% holding, breaker holding, the fair value gap holding. She thought it's flipped. So as soon as she expect to flip, so she entered the position here to the stop at the low, expecting the price to continue higher. As soon as she identified there is no flip, the big there is only the rejection candles, the big bigging candles. So she's like close her position. That's a quick decision, brother. That's the decision. The only thing she entered because of the flip. There is no flip. There was no flip means why the hell you hold the trade? There is no confidence anymore. So she just closed it. Beautiful decision, brilliant decision. And it's just consolidated a bit and swept that internal. Still it's holding. And we are like at this stage I was pretty much interested to be honest. It's sweep, nice displacement. There is no break. There's no break up the side, just sweep. That's I don't like it. But give the decent pullback and give this inversion and displacement at five. I was like, okay, fine. Could I go for it? I was like, okay, fine. Let me pass that trade day. Like at this particular time, it is not only invert this candles, but also invert the 3 minutes candle. It's pretty much not break this high, not break this exact high, just break this high. So I was pretty much tempted here. So that's why I just marked these places. This and this place I just tempted me out. So I was like, should I enter? I just wait. I just wait. I was like, okay, just let pass it. Like I don't want to do it. If that is my entry, I like to do it. It should be like sweep all these lows, trade into that 5 minutes. Then I want to trade. Then I want to join the trade. Sweep this liquidity, create some market maker buy model inversion, whatever it is. Then I can target this engineer liquidity and this. That would be one game plan if I want to trade. Otherwise, if it sweep the high and give the obvious inversion, I would have target this. So those are the two things because for this whole thing we are at 75 DRDs. So these are the whole idea for the rest of the day. I'm not going to trade, but I just have the projections. Should be this if this one swept first, we should go for buy. If this one swept and fell to displace higher and it's displaced lower and give some inversion change the state five again, probably we could target this levels, some scalping. That's pretty much it. So even though I get the inversion, I don't get the change the state delivery. I do get it, but it's not proper. Right? There's no change the state displace or nothing there. I like to see some sort of swing and break and displace like this. Break and displaced. That's what not happened here. That's the saddest part. So we can't do anything about it. Nice escape. I didn't take any positions. And I was not convinced, brother, because if the price leave any sort of high and drop lower and sweep some sort of high, then I would be interested in it. But it's kind of not like that, right? So there's no point of taking this trade. So I'm just closing it. I'm just not executing it. Don't recommend discussion, but fucking hell, bro. All good. Let me pass the day without any trades. I'll come back Monday with a fresh head. Until then, bye. One sec. I don't know how to exit. Instagram, it's like that.